Tech Corner. Howdy doody clampers, the Anode Rod. There's two types. These ones which are magnesium, ta-da, and there's other ones, there's zinc and aluminium. Suburban hot water systems require these, not the cheaper version ones. So be careful of imitations and everything else. You can buy them on eBay. There is aftermarket ones, like I said, aluminium and zinc. Seriously, don't use them. They're not very good. Look, they go, oh, they rust, they decay a little bit, but not as much as this. And I have seen people that have used the aftermarket ones and their tank is rubbish. Seriously, for an extra couple of bucks, like this thing, seriously, it cost me $24 for one, and that was from an inexpensive shop. So if you look around, you might be able to find them cheaper. You can get them at super cheap, $31. You can get them at Repco, $30. But if you go coast to coast, RVs for instance, or a caravan place, they do have them a little bit cheaper. Now I went into the place to ask about them, and the guy said, "Trust me, I'm a doctor." And I went, "Really? You're a doctor?" I said, "A doctor of what?" No, I didn't say that, but he did say, "Trust me, I'm a doctor." Righto, fair enough, I'll take your advice. He goes, "I've been doing them for 30 years. They say to change it every year. Now, good thing to do also when you go to change it, when you open up your lid, I'll show you when I go outside, is put the date on it. Just let you know, or if not, get yourself in a routine, like change at Christmas time. I don't know, or mid-year, May, June, July, around there. You know what I mean? So it doesn't matter if you're a couple of months out, as long as you change it once a year, you're happy. It'll save you a lot of money. And money is a must when you're living on the road. The original size of these are 230 mils. Any longer, you start getting into different compounds and stuff like that. They're not really magnesiums. Now, magnesiums last up for 1 year. They're good. You have to use them for the suburban hot water systems, because if you don't, your tank will rust out. And you don't want that, because one of those things to replace are at least around $2,000. A few things you need to do first. Number one step, if you are running hot water, turn it off, turn all your supply off, everything else, and drain your hot water out. Now, there is a way of draining it out easy enough. Turn your tap on, let the pressure out. Trust me, there's only 600 mils of water that comes out under pressure. The rest of it just sits there and floats around. So if you turn your tap on, let the water out, you'll get a fair bit of air bubbles and stuff like that. But like that all goes out, leave your tap open. If you've joined it up with gas and everything else, look, just turn everything off, just for safety reasons anyway, because you don't want anything happening while you're doing it. So turn your gas off, turn your electricity off, turn your main water off, do everything, you know what I mean? Safety is a must. If you want to keep traveling, that's the way you gotta do it. Let's go have a go. You coming? Right, let's do this. Protection from the sun always comes in handy. Alright, let's go. Right, the dreaded hot water system. This is it here, believe it or not. Pretty easy, it's just a little clip and pull, twist. And you just move the thing out, it comes open. Now, where I said about riding, when you put the rod in, just put on the lid somewhere. You'll get quite a few of them after years and stuff like that, but you can rub it out with some sort of acetone or something or other. It just comes off, you just start again. Pretty easy to open. Now, you'll notice there's a bit of rust around here and everything else. Look, that's what you're going to get with a hot water system. It's going to rust a bit. It's never going to be perfect. But it seems to work at the moment. Number one step, like I said before while I was inside, is make sure everything's turned off, all the power's turned off. Righto, gas and electricity. My switch is right in here. It's a pain in the ass to get to, but it's off anyway because I don't really run hot water when I'm at a place. Make sure you turn it off here. You turn it off with the gas. Turn all the gas off. Now, like I said before, go inside, let the sink run, get all the pressure out. I'm going to do that right now. Righto, that's the hot water running out now. As you can tell, there's no more pressure. It's open. Righto, after you let all the water out there, there's a release valve here. You can actually pull up, a little bit of water comes out. That's just the pressure in it. Look, you can just take it out. It won't spurt everywhere because all the pressure's out anyway. So, I'll get my tools. Bang, got it. Look, all you need is one of these things, a 1" 16th. Perfect fit. So when I take it out, there's going to be water coming out of there. It's not going to be gushing, it's just going to be running out. So I'm going to get out of the way, saves me getting wet. And thus is. I'll let you have a look at the difference between the two rods. This one has actually been in there just a year, so it's not that worn. That to me is probably only 20% worn. You could probably, I have seen them go down to 25%, but for 24 bucks and $2,500, change it every year. Smart thinking. So while that's running out, I'll get a couple more tools to clean the inside of the tank now. It's not hard, you can use a bit of wire. If you really want to do, you get a hose and you put it in there and turn it on, flush it all out and let it run out again. It's up to you. Or you can leave your mains connected and turn it on and let it keep running until it's all clear. Ta-da! It's called, oh no, it doesn't look good for your teeth or something, for your ear. No, it's not. It's actually for your tank. So they stick it in, you get around the little edges. You can buy one of these, they're 24 bucks. Remember, this fitting, how dumb is this, right? They don't fit in Australia. That thread is an American thread. It's called a hot water tank rinser. Out now by Dino Music. No, it's not out by Dino Music. It's from Kenco. They make a whole lot of that stuff. Look, it's nearly finished now. It's just an extension thing. You stick in there, it's thin, so it goes around. You can turn it all around. It fits like this. Not hard. Off and on. Put it on the tap. Whoa! Whoa! Turn it on. So it comes out pretty fast. Got to get all the air. It sounds like I've got to get all the air out of it first. Bad night on the curry. Right, all I'm doing now is sticking it in there, and as you can tell, they do come in handy, man. There's a lot of white gunk, and it's very creamy water that's coming out of there now. So, I reckon it was a good investment. And the good thing about it, you can just turn it around, just keep swirling around inside out, and it does get all the junk out. I don't know if you can see that or not, but it did work pretty well. Like I said, it was all creamy when it was coming out, so it works. Now you can get a bit of wire if you want, with a bit of a hook to get around the side and stuff like that, but you don't really get right to the edges, you know what I mean? You need something that's blasting it, and that thing, look, seriously, that's not too bad. Once more, why not? That's working well. It doesn't take you too long to change. Look, it's up to you how long you take to actually do this job. You can really flush it out, really clean everything else, which I say take good maintenance on your vehicle. And like I said, the vehicle looks after you. Well, you hope. Not when you get a blow at 100k an hour in a truck. It's scary. Now, these hot water systems only take one type of magnesium ones. Don't get the zinc and aluminium ones. Look, they corrode a little bit, but not enough for this system. So make sure you get the original ones. Now the original ones are, like I said before, are 230 mils long. They're not longer. You can get them longer. Long ones, they're an aftermarket type style. Now I don't know, they might say it might have magnesium in it and everything else, but these ones are purely for that system. So new one, old one, righto. Next thing you're going to need, tape. Look, there's white tape out there, there's grey tape, yellow tape, all sorts of tape. This is a pink tape. This is a heavy duty plumber's tape instead of white. Now I got told by a plumber when I rebuilt a few things and stuff like that, don't use the white stuff, it's for weekend warriors. Buy the pink stuff, a lot better. Now when you're going to put this on, you want to go against the thread, so while you're tightening it up, it's trying to wrap that stuff on. Righto, when you go to put this on, you want the tape be the same way as the thread, so when you tighten it up, it doesn't unravel itself. Now the only way you're going to do that is, I found the easiest way, put it on top and wrap it, and then wrap it towards you, like thus. Right, under, over. This way you don't have to do it too many times, mate. 4's enough. Right, in household equipment and stuff like that, they say 8 is a minimum, but we're in an RV, so I don't think we're going to need that many. So 4 is plenty. Snap it off like that, so run your fingers around, so when you see it, you see the thread. Done. Alright, presto. Now it's snapped off this way, so when I go to tighten it up this way, the actual tape doesn't unthread, and that's what you want. Let's go. Now when you go to put this in, of course when you put this in, it's held here, it wants to sit like that. Don't cross thread it. You've just got to balance it in there so the thread bites, and start doing it. Easy. Let's give it a go. Should have some music for this. Dum 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 dum. Righto. That's started. It's a bit of a challenge. Use 2 fingers, hold your tongue right, hold your foot up, whatever turns you on to get that in there right. Now before you start cranking it, just do it by hand to see if the thread bites. You don't want to cross thread it, man, seriously, you don't want to cross thread it. Righto. This is a practice that I like to do. If you can do it by hand, you're not cross threading it. Now that's going in pretty easy. To me that's not cross threaded. Now, put your socket on. Right, you'll feel the pressure. You don't want to over tighten it. At the moment the plumber's tape's taking it. Right, all I did is went, yeah. I don't know if you want to know PSI or not, but just a nice tight, not over tight, not a, because it'll be a pain to get out. And if it's not tight enough, you'll see water leaking out of there anyway. And it's not a biggie if it does, you know where it's coming from, you can fix it. But that's it.
Well, it's all fixed now, eh?
Sorry if this video made you do this. Righto, that's it. It's changed. Simple as. You take your thing, of course you've written in your date when you put it in. Pretty easy. These little tips will help you continue around without any hassle. If you look after your vehicle will look after you. So make sure you do little maintenance like this, changing them once a year, once 6 months, don't care, just change it. Righto, remember I told you about reversing this situation? Here it is here. I've got the tap open and I'm purging all the air out and filling up my hot water tank. I don't know if you can hear or not, but my pump's filling it up, I can hear it. So it's spitting out all the air out of this thing. As soon as you get a constant flow, you know it's full. Right, I've got a constant flow now. Remember, if you're using gas, you must pump all your air out of your tank before you turn your gas on. Electricity is a little bit different story, but gas, make sure you purge all the air out of your tap first before you turn your hot water system with gas on. I hope you liked the episode of Tech Corner. or one episode of Tech Corner. Turn your notifications on, give us a thumbs up if you like it, please subscribe, and I'll talk to you soon. You have a great weekend.